The following live special is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good. Wow, I need a haircut. Morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 18th day of October 2025. August. It's 8/18/25. And so over the weekend, I purchased Strat Football 2024 or 2025 computer version, which came with the 2024 teams, and played for you the first half of last year's NFL championship game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and I believe it's 17-14 Philly. So instead of just doing the second half of it as a straight tape game, I figured we would just do it live and answer any questions that you might have or that I might have, because it's just kind of a strange. I don't have it all down yet. I do like the game, however, and so there you go. So 17-14, it is the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City referees. Next, right here on Retro Sports Network. As Retro Sports Network presents an NFL replay special today from wherever the heck they played the Super Bowl, it is the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Okay, it is 17-14, and let me move my dice down a little bit. How you doing, Jeremiah? Jeremiah clicked on California Sperm Bank, and that's how he's here. Okay. If you didn't watch the first part, here's how he got here. Philly had a good second quarter. It was a 1-yard touchdown run in the first quarter by Isaiah Pacheco that gave Kansas City a 7-0 lead. Then the Eagles just took flight. A.J. Brown, a 4-yard pass from Jalen Hurts. Then Josh Elliott, a 45-yard field goal. I hope we have all the names right. And then Dotson, a 36-yard touchdown pass from Hurts just before the 2-minute warning. Kansas City marched it down. And Mahomes hit Watson for a 42-yarder just before the gun to make it a 3-point game. We've had a missed field goal in this one. We've only had one sack, and Saquon Barkley, man, that card is just incredible, did get off a 41-yard run. We won't dwell on these too long. First downs, 12-11 in favor of Kansas City. Net yards overall, 241 for the Eagles, 202 for Kansas City, and we've run 60 plays so far. Both teams have run it a little less than half. You'll see that there on the right. Jalen Hurts, 8 of 12 for 114 and 66%. Patrick Mahomes, 11 of 18 for a $132. No one throws long passes. Barkley, 8 carries, 81 yards. Kareem Hunt is Kansas City's primary running back, 7 carries, 27 yards. And you can see that Travis Kelce has 3 catches for 35. Longest play from scrimmage was Justin Watson, that 42-yard touchdown pass. With all that, how you doing? So here we go. Philly has the football. 1st and 10 on their own. No kick? I thought we'd have a kick here. We should have a kick. Here we go. So Gainwell and Rodgers, as the Eagles won the toss and deferred. So we click on the roll. The black die tells me if there's a penalty or not. There is none. The white 3 and the red die add up to 9. And so the kick is taken at the 3 by Isaiah Rodgers. Rodgers rolls a 7. will take it 32 yards, so the Eagles will start on their own 35-yard line. It spits out everything that you tell it to. So Bucker 3 kickoffs, the first return from Rodgers. First half, Philly 50-50 pass and run. That's a new feature this year in the game. It tells you what plays the offense called. So Philly, I would be curious if Mr. Yingling driver, Midlife Crisis, shows up, because this appears to be their default setup. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and a running back. Now, I'm controlling both the offenses. The computer is doing the defense. Kansas City lines up in a 4-3. They're playing for a flat pass in the left zone, and they're covering Barkley. And they are showing a blitz. Now, my coach in my ear is telling me, Goddard, look in, and I will do that. So, I okay it. Kansas City playing for the run. We snap it. No penalty. On the 4. I'm going to be reading off of Hertz's card here with that white 3, and we rolled an 11. Interception chance. Oh, goody. So we roll those dice again. A 2 or a 12 is a pick. It is a 4. Incomplete. Oh, it is. It's a 4-yard gain. So Kansas City tried to go for the interception. They couldn't do it. Second and 6. Just the start of things here. Again, the Eagles, their customary 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, and a running back. KC in their base 4-3. A long pass to A.J. Brown is what they want me to do. Nope. We'll go off tackle to Barkley. Kansas City, is keying on Barkley. This won't be good. We snap it. Penalty check. Philly on the 1. So now we run the play. Going to be on Barkley's card. 8. 8 right. -1 on the key. That's a good. But is there a penalty? And the answer is no. So it's 3rd down and 7. And the Eagles go 3 wide with the halfback. Kansas City playing a nickel and showing me blitz. Another long pass. All right, Devonta Smith on a long pass. That's what my coordinator tells me. KC playing for the pass, but they're doubling Goddard. So we get away with the double team. Let's see. No pass rush on the 6. Going to read off the Chiefs card on the 4, and it's a 8. Defender X or a pass for 27 yards on the split. Hurts. McDuffie gets up, gets a hand on it, and we're going to punt. Now, McDuffie is rated a 6, so they're going to him. Didn't matter what. So 3 and out for the Eagles to start the first half. Basic punt coming up here. Braden Mann will punt it. Kansas City playing for the return. No, penalty check. On KC. All right, now the punt. Five is a 54-yard punt to the number 2 back. We roll to see if it bounces. It will not bounce. And Nico Remigo from the 8 will let it bounce. Okay. And the 8 there. Oop, come on. We roll again. An 8 will have it. Oh, no, it bounces to the 1-yard line. Oh, no. So that's where Mahomes will start the second half. However, Philadelphia was offside. So Kansas City obviously is going to want them to kick or accept the penalty and add yards to the return. Okay, so do I make them re-kick or do I take it at the 6? Go Birds. So what do we do here? Check my menu chart on the sidelines. I say we make him re-kick. No penalty. Ooh, good for KC here. 12. This could be a block. But they don't play for the block. Okay, roll 2 die. You have to play the block to get the block. Rolling a 5. Hey, 54 yards again. So back at the 8. Do we get a force bounce? No. At the 13. He's going to try to return this one. A 5. It gets nowhere, but it was all worth it. So Mahomes takes over at their own 13. Oh, fumble? Okay. Yeah, ref ball. So KC blocking back with 1 halfback. They have it 1st and 10 on their own 13. Look into Kelsey is what they're looking at. Philly playing a base 3-4. We'll try that. Philly playing for the pass. Mahomes, no flag. Philly 8 is the play. So one linebacker 8 is going to be a receiver. This will be on Kelsey's card. 6. Kelsey 6 right is a 4-yard catch. Now we do the fumble check. It's a 2. So no fumble. 2nd down and 6 now. 12:07 to go. Mahomes 12 and 19 for 136 yards. I smell a pick 6 coming. KC. So, John, was there Philly's base offense like a 2 tight end set? Because that's what the game wants me to do. We'll go blocking back again. Base 3-4 for Philly. Kareem Hunt and run right. We'll take that suggestion. Eagles play for the pass. Hunt 6 wrong. Is going to be 2 yards. So 3rd down and 4 for Kansas City. Hunt now has 29 yards on the day. Yeah, because it's telling me that the base offense that the game puts in is 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, and a running back. They'll keep it. Kansas City with the blocking back. Philly plays a base 3-4. They want to run. We'll go Gray on a flat. Philly playing for the pass. This may be wrong, however, because you have the option to have the flat passes be considered a run as far as the defense is concerned. And it gets wrong. Noah Gray, a flat pass attempt to him. We'll have a penalty check on Philly. Now, the play is going to be on Philly's card too. 5-9. Receiver check. So this will be on Gray. 7. Are you kidding? It's the only one on a wrong that he can't make the catch. Miska Muska Musketeer and Kansas City is 3 and out because there was no penalty. Selapsky Smurf, how are you? Go Commanders. Okay. Well, that they're not playing in this one, but go Commanders. So 3 and out for Kansas City. Here's the punt. No penalty. 6 on the punt. It's a 52-yard punt. We roll for the forced bounce. They'll have the option to return. Cooper, Dijon will try and run it. 4. Fair catch. And the Eagles take over for their second possession with 11:14 to go on their own 29. So three boomers today. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They lead it by a field goal. KC in the base. They want me to go to that long pass, and so I'll try it. They run the 2 tight end more after Calcaterra proved himself. Okay, makes sense. Long pass to Smith is the call. That's the right call because Kansas City's trying to play Saquon Barkley. So they caught him on the wrong D. Will it matter? No pass rush. On Hurts's card. 6. Long, wrong. Receiver. Okay. Four for Smith. Incomplete. Sometimes you want those numbers to be low, and sometimes you want those numbers to be high, and in this case, they should have been high. I always get that Calcaterra caught up with the baseball writer Craig Calcaterra, and you guys have picked baseball overwhelmingly in the poll. 2nd and 10. I think I want to run here. Kansas City playing the base. Barkley. Off tackle. Kansas City playing the pass. Any questions, go ahead and ask. No pass rush because it's a run play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be really good. 65 yards! Barkley off tackle. And he takes it down to the Kansas City. 10 carries, 145 yards. Wow, look at that card. That is, I posted this on the Facebook group the other day. That is a Barry Sanders donut. You go low or high, and it, especially wrong, and it is gone city. And then 5 through 9, zeros, ones, whatever. Holy crap. Trotter Hurts. How you doing, Mike in the truck? Playing some ref ball for you. All right, so my coach, Kansas City Schoenblitz, Trotter Hurts. Can't do it there. Hurts under. Yeah, ref ball. However, the Eagles lead at 17-14. Hurts. 1st and goal. Uh-oh. Kansas City playing the run. No, oh, penalty check. Penalty check. KC 3. All right, the play. Hurts 7. 7 right. 1 yard. He gets to the 5. Oh, Philadelphia, a false start against the Eagles, and we're backed up to the 11. It's amazing how the ref ball popped up as soon as Mike in the truck got here. So 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, 1 running back. First and goal from the 11. Kansas City showing blitz. We're going to go a look-in pass to Brown, which you can do outside the 10. Kansas City playing pass. Your presence screams Red Bull. Oh, I bet, Todd. I bet that was Barry Sanders was the comparison that I had, just because he would get one, lose one, get one, lose four, and then break off a 70. They're playing pass. They double Barkley, however. No rush. And it's 7 wrong on Hurts's card. Or 7 right. +5. So that's a catch. Brown to the 6. I'm assuming that those numbers in parentheses would be yak if I was playing that. Yards after the catch. Second and goal from the 6. And if I'm missing anything with these dice rolls, please let me know, because I'm trying to learn this too. So again, full house. We doing Hurts, or we going to Barkley? Kansas City covering the fullback Calcaterra. They're showing blitz. Second and goal. I'm going to run or Gainwell. All right. Let me know how much I screw up, John. Gainwell. Off tackle. Kansas City playing the run on second down. No flag. Kansas City, 8. 1 yard. So third down and goal from the 5. Gainwell, 4 carries, 20 yards. 3 wide for Philly. That's what I tried, and didn't work. Going to have to throw it here. Kansas City showing a blitz on a nickel. Devonta Smith on a short pass, because we cannot do flat or looking inside the 10. So Devonta Smith, short pass. Kansas City playing for the pass. Too late. Play's called. This could be nasty. Let's see if we get a pass rush. Going to be on Hurts's card. Uh-oh, this is going to be a sack. Okay, so those blue die you see there are by 1 to 100, so it's 2 10-siders. We're going to roll. Yep, it's a sack. Did we get a fumble? No. I've been fired. So Jalen Hurts. What was the sack chance there? Anything under a 35. So we go for the kick from the 13. No penalty. 7 should be good. Seven should be good. It is. 2 to 10 was good. Jake Elliott makes it a 20 to 14 game. 8:17 to go in the third quarter. Eagles 20. Chiefs 14. Does this come with randomly inserted? No, but it comes with randomly inserted jokes about her. Eagles kick. A 7 is taken at the 1, so Kansas City gets a chance to return this. And it is to a 39-yard return. So Kansas City starts at their own 40. But it's amazing how much that Todd B and Tim pretend to be 2 different people and have an argument with themselves. All right, 7:59 to go. First and 10 from the Kansas City 40. They're going to go 3 wide. Philly playing nickel. I think I want to run here. Kareem Hunt and run left. That's exactly what I would do. Philly playing for the pass. No penalty. Hunt 8. Eight wrong is a loss of, or 8 right? Now wait a minute. How did that turn into, oh, single running? Okay, question. So how did that turn from a wrong to a right? So Hunt thought he was going to have room, but because it was a single, because there was no blocker, they turned it into a guess right, and he loses 8 yards. Nothing more horrifying than Swifties charging Strat headquarters. We are not Tomax and Zammot from G.I. Joe. No, we're not. Can you imagine? Of all the things that the crew in Glenhead has had to deal with the ratings over the years, can you imagine a bunch of 13 or 14-year-old girls being upset because Travis Kelce was miscarded? Philly showing a blitz on the nickel. We're going to run it again? No, I think Hardman on the flat is what I'm going to go with. Philly playing for the pass. Philly doubling up pretty much everybody. I believe, though, yep, they doubled the right one, so this should not be good. No pass rush. Going to be on Philly's card. And a 5. And that is incomplete. It was a successful double team, and it's 3rd down and long. Like that Cesar Cedeno 2 range carded inside pitch. You think the Swifties are going to go after Schlaban or whatever his name is? 3 wide for Kansas City. Philadelphia in a dime package. They're going to go flat to Perrine. Let's see what Philly's going to do. Philly doubled Worthy, so the defense got it wrong. No rush. Philly 4. They need 18. They got 8. So there'll be a punt. They get it to the 40, and we're not the Detroit Lions. 4th and 10, 6:47 to go. Instead, they got to deal with middle-aged men complaining that Jeter wasn't guarded right. Yeah. What's worse? Getting continuous phone calls from comic book guy about ratings or Swifties? Kansas City will punt. No flag. I think John said the white dye on special teams is for fumbles. So 7 is a 50-yard punt. That's taken at the 10. We're going to get a forced bounce? No. At the 10, Cooper will try to run it. 10 for him is a 7-yard return. So Philadelphia takes over on their own 17. They lead this non-championship game 20-14, 6.5 to go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Kansas City showing blitz. They're Todd says they like phone calls. They get $1.90. Strat hasn't charged in a long time for that. $2 a minute for customer support. Just to see what Jake from State Farm was wearing. Barkley and run left is what my coach is telling me in my ear. We'll go with that. Kansas City playing for the run. No penalty. Uh-oh. That's a 3 on his card. Let's see. 2 yards. Wedge between that long gain or a short gain. Barkley, I showed you this card. Any roll of snake eyes, right or wrong, it's a long gain. 2nd and 8 from the 19. Barkley has 147 yards in this one. So far today, they've changed the font or changed the color scheme, but it does tell you what you've run for plays, and I apparently have run an even 50-50. I think I want to pass here. Kansas City, base 4-3. Let's go short to Calcaterra. Kansas City playing for the pass. Potential pass rush. Going to be on Hurts's card. 3. Yep, pass rush. 22. They sacked him. They sacked him for 8 yards. Oof. No fumble. So 3rd and long coming. Chris Jones. He's a pretty good defender. 32% of a sack. And I rolled a 22. So 3rd down and 16. 5:34 to go. Can you make custom leagues and move players around in Strat? Of course you can. You can do that with any of their games. 3 wide. Barkley the halfback. Kansas City playing the dime. Barkley on the draw. Kansas City playing the pass. Barkley 5. Wrong. -1. That worked. I mean, there are a ton of people, Todd, who do draft leagues in both Strat and APA. The basketball stuff I've been doing, they're stock teams, but it created the schedule, and I just moved them from one to the other. Don't own the football game. Okay, yes. It may not, I don't know how to, I've never done it in football. Philly will punt. 4:56 to go. No flag. Good roll. That is a 57-yard punt. Remigio from his 33 rolls a 7. And that's a 6-yard return. So Kansas City trailing by 6 with 4:41 to go in the 3rd. Take over on their own 39. They have thrown it 25 and they've run it 17. But you have to have all the seasons to do that. That's true. It depends on, if you want to do a draft league from one particular season, you could do that. They do have quote-unquote sales every once in a while. I mean, it's not like you can do that in Action PC too, and that would be a lot cheaper. Mahomes looking at a base here. Kelsey flat right. Okay, we'll do it. Philly playing for the pass, but since it's a flat, it's technically wrong. Potential pass rush. Mahomes up. Yep, 12. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is sack? It is. They sacked Mahomes. How about that? For a loss of 9. And this could be a fumble. Milton Williams for a 7-yard loss. And it's 2nd and 17. Kansas City going 3 wide, 1 halfback. Mahomes out of the gun. Philly, straight nickel. Flat to Watson is the call. Philly plays the pass. They double Watson. No flag. Mahomes 6 wrong. For 6 yards, even with the double team, he got it for 6. So 3rd down and long and 11 at the KC 38. Because, yeah, you do that, Todd, with a baseball, right? 77 to 80. Is that what your baseball league is? So, again, out of the shotgun, 3 wide. Mahomes, Philly showing a blitz. Perrine on a short pass. Interesting thing to me is that there's no receiver there that has more than a 15-yard average per catch. We'll do it. Philly playing pass. They do not double. Oh, this could be, well, it won't be a sack because it's a 97, but pass rush. This could be a dump down. Yeah, easier to do, I think, in action, but you can do it in strat. Mahomes' card. This should be a dump down. Yep, okay. Mahomes 2. Dump pass check. See, now I wish that John was here because I'm not quite sure what's going on. So he goes to, he looked at Perrine. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now he's scrambling for dear life. Rolls a 9. Gonna throw it. And he got the first down. It passed the check and got the first down. Wow. So Mahomes gesticulates down the field. Perrine kept his route, and they convert the first down. How about that? 3:28 to go. Mahomes now 15 to 24 for 162. Wow. 1 halfback. 3 wide. Philly in a nickel. Pacheco off tackle right. I'll go with that. The one thing there's lots I like about this game, but the one thing that really just kind of sets it apart from other games is that it gives you that suggested play. You can override it if you want, but more often than not, it's just like letting your coaches tell you what you should do. Eagles play for the pass. No flag. 5 on the card, Eagles card. And it's going to be either nothing or 5. And Jordan Davis passed the check. He is a 4. The white die with a 4. And Davis shut that down. 2nd and 10, 2:50 to go. Oh, Perrine. Okay, thank you. I peed before we started, but thanks for your concern. Perrine. Okay. They'll go block him back. Pacheco 3 carries, 7 yards. Philly in a base 3-4, showing blitz. Pacheco flat left. Okay, we'll do that. Philly plays for the pass. Technically, it's wrong. Potential pass rush. 671 is the number I rolled. It's going to be dump. Yep. Mahomes. 6. 8 yards. Finds Pacheco. So the line held there. 1 to 11 chance. And it'll be 3rd down and short. 2.5 to go on the 42. Pro set for KC. Mahomes now 16 to 25 for 170. Philly playing a base. Kareem Hunt off tackle right. Sure, why not? Philly playing the run. Going to be on Hunt's card. The 1. 5 for Hunt. Fumble chance on a 2. Doesn't fumble. But he will lose a yard, and it'll be 4th and 3. So Kansas City wants to do a coffin corner here. 1:56 to go. It's actually moving pretty quick. Coffin corner punt is what we'll do. Philly plays for the return. No flag. So the initial roll is 52 yards, but that will come back. So the coffin corner roll. 4-10. And the black die is a 6. Goes whatever that is, it's 38 yards. And so the Eagles, oh, that's a good punt. Take over on their own 5. 1st and 10, they lead by 6. Standard formation for Philly. Casey shows the blitz. Barkley off tackle right. I think we'll go with that. Casey playing for the pass. Barkley wrong here. No flag. Oh, this one. Oh, it's on Kansas City's card. No flag. Casey 7. 6 yards with no linebackers there. And Barkley has run for 152, 2nd and 4. Any questions you guys got? Barkley in the backfield. Kansas City in the base. Jenkins, tight end, on a short. Kansas City play and run. Potential pass rush. Uh-oh. Going to be on Hertz's card. Wrong 12. Nothing. Oh, my word. All low numbers. Oh, 3rd down and 4. John's pulling his hair out as he's driving the truck. Everybody in the base. Barkley and run right. Okay, yeah, it's worth it. Hurts 10 of 17 for 123. 48 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Kansas City playing pass. No flag. Kansas City card 4. And that will be a 1st down. How many yards it is depends on the split. 2-6 to 12. 7 to 11 is 5 yards. 7, so it's a 5 yards and a 1st down. "12 seconds to go. Last play of the quarter. Barkley 14 carries, 157 yards. Hurts. Going to call his own number on the draw. Kansas City playing the pass. Everybody hurts. No flag. Kansas City 10. Either 7 yards or 3. And Cam Jurgens made the block. He's a 6, so he's going to make that every time. And we've played 3 quarters. So it'll be 2nd and 3. We change ends after 45 minutes. Or 44 minutes and 19 seconds. It is the Eagles 20, the Chiefs 14. Is it time for ref ball? We'll find out after this. All right, we only had the one field goal in the third quarter. Special plays, Isaiah Rogers, a 32-yard kickoff return. Saquon Barkley chewed off a 65-yard run. We had 3 sacks and 2 good returns. So first downs, both teams have had 13. Philadelphia, 318 yards. Kansas City, 226. Time of possession, 8 seconds apart. Hurts, 10 of 17 for 123. Mahomes, 16 of 25 for 170. And now it's time for Ref Ball. Brought to you by the refs. So, Mike, how close were you to the 94-year-old woman going to her first Steelers game? That was great. Philly has kept Kansas City's running game in check, by the way, and the same cannot be said for Barkley. And those are the receiving stats. Jake Elliott with the 2 field goals. Butker missed his 1 kick. And if you like punting, Reggie Roby's jealous. Here we go. So last quarter here. 2nd down and 3. Kansas City showing blitz on the base. Barkley off tackle left. KC plays for the pass. Oh, don't know. It was on the Jumbotron. Okay. That was great. Barkley. Well, maybe. No flag. KC 5. 0 or a 5. And he's stuffed by Chris Jones, who is a perfect 6. You can either be, if you're rated for that, a 0, a 4, a 5, or a 6. And Jones is a 6. 3rd down and short. I tell you, that was a lot of good cheers. I would hope so, especially in a preseason. You go once a year to those, right? 3rd down and 3. Goddard in the flat. Kansas City playing the run, so they actually guess right. Potential rush, and if it is, it's a sack because it's 4. Kansas City 5. Okay, no sack, and an incomplete pass. So Hurts 10 of 18. If I can take the family, it's our yearly family game together before school starts. Son starts school today. Daughter about to start. Yep. And that's not, how far is it, because you're in Demos territory. How far of a drive is it from Richmond to Pittsburgh? Philly from their 23 is going to punt. No flag. And it's going to be a 49-yard punt. That will be returned by Hardman at the 28. He rolls a 7. Is that fair? And he got 6 yards out of it. So, Kansas City takes over from their own 34. 13:52 to go in the game. They trail 20-14. 6 hours. Oh, that's a haul and a half. Blocking back for Kansas City, and the halfback, I'm sure, is Kareem Hunt. Philly plays a base. Noah Gray, flat pass right. Okay, we'll go with that. Philly playing for the pass. Technically, they're looking for a long pass in the zone. They've only done one of those today. Gray. Well, Mahomes, potential pass rush. Mahomes 11 is the call. 11 wrong. Interception chance on a 2 or a 12. Is this your pick 6? Is this your pick 6? 7. and is caught for 4 yards. He threaded that needle. 2nd and 6. Going to the Gridiron games on Fridays. 8 out. Ooh, where are those? That's a long drive. Niece and nephew for Tim started school last Tuesday, and unreal. My niece, the one that is about to got a field hockey scholarship here in the state, moved to her dorm yesterday. Mom and Dad were brave. My other niece, that is a freshman this year, down in Gardner's neck of the woods, moves down this weekend. 2nd and 6, base for Philly. Pacheco on a line book. Okay. Philly called the right D. Going to be on Pacheco's card. 9 right. And that will be for nothing. Be 3rd down and 6. So 20-14, 12:56 to go in the football game. Eagles 20, Chiefs 14. Kansas City 3 wide. Philly in the nickel. Short pass, Marquise Brown. Philly doubled up Kelsey. They're playing for the pass, but they doubled the wrong guy. Potential pass rush on Mahomes' card. Uh-oh, this will be a sack on the 7. So they sack Mahomes. Now, do we have a fumble? No. And 3. Brandon Graham drops him for a 7-yard loss. This has turned dour, hasn't it? They'll punt on 4th and 13 from their own 31. Philly lined up not to block it. No flag. 9 is a 48-yard punt to the number 1 back. Do we get a bounce? Potential return. DeJean from his 21 rolls a 7. And that is a 12-yard return. So the Eagles, with the ball, decent field position too. Well, their own 33, 12:04 to go. Standard formation. Kansas City in a base. Barkley end run right. Kansas City playing for the pass. No flag. Kansas City 4. Uh-oh, this is a good run. You can run on them. It rolled an 8, so it's going to be for 5 yards. Everybody able to follow along? I know that cards and dice is tough to do. So they get 5 on first down, and Barkley has run for 162. He would be, if they win this game, the MVP. Kansas City showing a blitz. They cover Barkley. A.J. Brown, flat left. We'll go with that. Kansas City playing for the pass. Hurts gets this one off. It's on his card, too. 9 wrong. Receiver. So it's going to be on A.J. Brown's card. We re-roll. 3. 12 yards. First down. Move the chains. Does he fumble it? Oh, black, too. No. If that's a 1, the computer would show you a roll for a potential fumble. It is not. It is a first down. Now, in the game, you have the option of whether you want those flat passes considered as runs or passes. And I think in the modern season, you'd want to consider a run because it is used so much, or else you would just call it pass all the time. Ball is at midfield. 11:15 to go. KC on a base, Barkley on the ground. Kansas City playing for the pass. Barkley 6. Three yards on the wrong. Look at that card. A short on a 4, a short on 11, a long on a 2, and a 68 on a 12. Philly eating clock. 2nd and 7 from the Chiefs 47. KC showing blitz. They cover Barkley. We'll call Hurts' number. They play for the pass. No flag. Uh-oh. Hurts 4. Wrong. 5 yards. Hurts has run it 5 times for 39 yards. 3rd and 2. 10 to go. Both teams going base. Barkley off left. Yep, we'll go that. Kansas City playing for the run. No flag. Barkley 4. Right. Short gain. First down. Now, for the short gain, you re-roll those red die. Lower is better. 8. It certainly is a first down and more on the 14-yard gain. He has now run for 179 yards. And baseball is still winning the poll. Baseball returns Wednesday, right here on Retro Sports Network, the end of the 56th season. Would you believe that? All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Kansas City 28, 9:24 to go. Everybody playing base. Barkley flat left. No, I want to go a pass here. We'll go Brown on a medium. Kansas City playing pass. I should have taken this call. A.J. Brown short. Potential pass rush. Going to be on Kansas City's card. Chances are this is a dump down. Yep. Kansas City 4. Oh, dump check here. What are we doing? We're dumping. All right, so on this sequence, whatever it was triggered, so Hurts looks off his first receiver, flush from the pocket, rolls a 6-10. Let's see what we get here. He is flush. He's got to go to Goddard. We roll the red die for Goddard 8. And that will be a Goddard check. So that would have been on Kansas City's card. It is not. Goddard 1-6. 7 yards. And no fumble on the 4. So no hard hit. So Hurts was looking for Goddard all the way. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws on the run. It was only a 7% chance of a sack, and it is. A 2nd down and 3. All that, and they're in scoring range again, just outside the Chiefs' 21. Hurts has only thrown it 20 times today for 142. 2nd and 3. KC in the base. Barkley left. Kansas City playing for the pass. Barkley, no flag. KC 5 is the call. That white die is a 6. So let's see if it's a 0 or a 5. Barkley is hit by Chris Jones because Chris is going to pass that check every time. And it's 3rd and 3. We have 8:09 to go. Philly has run it 31 and thrown it 26. Thinking flat here. A.J. Brown short pass. We'll do that. Kansas City playing for the pass. 3 defenders in the zone. No rush. KC 8. On the receiver. Well, this is either very good or very bad. Snake eye. Long gain. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Doesn't matter. We'll take their default 4. Hurts found Brown, and Brown had all sorts of room. Touchdown. No ref ball here. 26-14. Now we're going. You want to kick here, right? It wants me to go for 2. What should I do, gang? 1 or 2? Baseball. You go for 2 or 1? Oh, let's go for 2. Kansas City showing blitz. Really? Off tackle Gainwell. Kansas City playing for the pass. Wow. No flag. 10. Does he get 2? Yes, he will. Won't matter. They convert the 2. Gainwell got it. Lane Johnson with a good block. And the Eagles, with 7:53 to go, as I put you guys to sleep, lead it 28-14. Six on the kickoff is a touchback. So they start at their own 30. 7:53 to play. The Eagles 28, Kansas City 14. They need refs. They need Taylor Swift. They need some Tom Brady. The Eagles are sitting pretty. Blocking back. Eagles in a nickel. Kelsey short is the call. Eagles play for the pass. 5, so no flag, no rush. Mahomes 5. Incomplete on the right. 2nd and 10. Noah Gray is the blocking back here. Mahomes 17-27 for 174. Eagles run a nickel. DeAndre Hopkins long? No, I want Hunt on a run. Philly playing for the pass. You can do pretty much anything you want. You got half a quarter. No flag. Hunt 5. Wrong. Wrong 5. Nothing doing. Oh my goodness. You got 2 shorts and a 20 on that card, and it was the only thing that you could have rolled that he wouldn't have gotten anything on. 11 carries, 20 yards. So now Mahomes works out of the gun. Three wide receivers. Philly showing blitz. P. Ryan, right? P. Ryan, flat left. 3rd down. Philly playing pass. technically wrong. Potential pass rush, and that would not be good because that number I rolled. Mahomes, 7. 13 yards, they convert. For P. Ryan, who has now made 4 catches for 41. Mahomes, 18 to 28 for $187. A 5 on the running back card is usually a bad result with a chance of a fumble. John, because this is your team, did you get the set for this year? Really at 28-14, 6:40 to go. Kansas City 3 wide. Philly showing blitz. Kelsey short. Okay. Philly pass. Yep. 6. No sack. 4. So Philly 6. Oops. Maybe it's a dump. Six. Incomplete. Second down. They have thrown it 34 and they have run it 21. No, I was holding out for a remaster. Yeah, 86. They did the USFL 85. Philly really an old school team with the way they run the football. Kansas City going with Philly's base. 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, and a running back. Time is running out. I hope I'm showing this off well. I know that cards and dice just don't do well. Philly showing blitz on a nickel. Gray short. Philly pass. Uh-oh, pass rush. It'll be Mahomes 7 here. The sack number is 37. Nope. Since we didn't use it. Works around the sack. Oh, he's going to have to scramble. Now, on these must run. Oh, now if I had just done that, that'd have been great. The lower the number, the better the scramble. 4. That should be pretty good. Mahomes gets 15. So he scrambles for a first down. They weren't going to sack him. He didn't get the dump. He just took it himself. So if I had kept with the computer and rolled the snake eyes, that'd have been a 33-yard run. But if I had rolled a 12, he would have fumbled it. And a good chance that Philly recovers. 5:45 to go. Ball on the Eagle 42. John likes it because I can picture the cards in my head as I roll. Okay. All right. 5:45 to go. Kansas City in that blocking formation. Kareem Hunt is the lone set, or is the halfback. Philly works out of a nickel showing blitz. Hunt and right. Philly plays the pass. No penalty. Going to be Hunt, wrong 7. 6 yards. Again, there's plenty of time. Hunt now 12 carries for 26. 5:27 to go. Kansas City 3 wide. Philly in the nickel. They do not show blitz. Worthy flat left. Okay. Philly playing for the pass. They guess wrong. No pass rush, no penalty. Going to be Philly 8. One linebacker on an 8. It's a receiver check here. Worthy 2-5. Is a 15-yard catch on the wrong. And he will not fumble it on the 5. So Kansas City getting their mojo going here. John's gone. I wonder, for those of you who play Strat Football, how do you feel about the flat pass being considered a run for defensive purposes? 4:52 to go. Chiefs ball on the Eagle 21. Philly in a dime. Oof. Don't like that. Kelsey short. Eagles pass. 3 defenders in the zone. No rush, no flags. 7 with 3 linebackers. Eagle defense, short 7. Is there a defender in the zone? C.J. Gardner makes a beautiful play, and it's second down. Kansas City's win percentage is down to 1%. I don't know. There's still plenty of time. 2nd and 10. Mahomes 19 of 31 for 202 yards. Philly plays out of the dime. End run for Pirine. Interesting call. Philly playing pass. Kansas City trying to get it right. Flag. Chance, Kansas City. $11. All right. Keep that in mind. Philly 8 is the call. 8 with 0. On the end run. Oh, this could be a first down. Nope. Oh, you know what? That would have been 4 yards. Instead, neutral zone infraction. Ball spotted at the 16. You can just see Mike in the truck. Ref ball. That was ref ball. Ref ball all the way. 4:34 to go. 2nd and 5. 16. We can still throw a flat here. Philly, base 3-4, showing the blitz. Kansas City has get out of bounds checked. It is Pirine on a flat. Philly playing short yardage, so technically they guess right, right? Yes. Jammed up on the line. No flag. Philly 7. 5 was the white dice. Is the linebacker in the zone? Short gain. He's got it. Is he going to get in the end zone? I don't think so with a 9. They needed 16. They got the first down, and they get it down to the 3-yard line. Quinion Mitchell couldn't make the play. Pirine makes the catch. He now has 5 on the day, and Mahomes 20 of 32 for 215. 3:57. Could not get out of bounds. 1st and goal from the 3. Kansas City with the blocking back in. They cover Noah Gray for the pass. They're playing a base 3-4 and showing a blitz. Hunt on a line buck. Philly playing for the run. No flag. Hunt 10 right. Four yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. They have kept Hunt down all day. They're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2. They keep that blocking back in there. I wonder if Mahomes will get the call here. Eagles play 3-4, showing the blitz. Hunt just going to bear down and run up the middle. Philly playing for the pass. No flag. Hunt 10. Got it. It's a 6-point game. 3:39 to go. Philadelphia 28, Kansas City 22. Philly's going to have to find a way to move the ball and keep Kansas City off the field. Here's the kick. No flag. The roll's a 3-6. And it's a touchback. So the Eagles start on their own 30. 1st and 10. 3:39 to go. And the Chiefs' chances of winning are now at 9%. They were down to 1. Eagles, 2 tight end set. Calcaterra is the other one. Hurts. Kansas City have a base 4-3. Goddard looking in. Right call. Kansas City playing short yardage. No, it's, yeah. 5, so no pass rush. Hurts 9. 1. 9. Gonna be on Goddard, the receiver. The roll for Goddard, 6-7. Nine yards. And no fumble. Hurts 14 of 22 for $172 and 3 scores. 3:03 to go. Barkley in the backfield. Conventional set for Philadelphia. Kansas City in a base. Devonta Smith on a long pass. All right, really? No. Barkley off tackle. Kansas City playing for the pass. This is a tight game, Paul. How are you? I did not want to take the chance of an interception here. No pass rush, no penalty. Kansas City 7. 6 yards. That was the right call. Absolutely the right call. Barkley has now run for 185 yards on 20 carries. And there's 2.5 minutes to go. And the Eagles have a fresh set. Pretty good game. Eagles go base. Kansas City goes base. Eagles will not call time or try to get out of bounds. Barkley on a line buck is the call. Kansas City playing short yardage. This should take us to the 2-minute warning. They guess right. Penalty chance on Kansas, or penalty chance. Kansas City 7. 5-7. Now the play. Going to be on Barkley's card. 9 right. 2 yards. But what's the flag? Is there a flag? No flag. Kansas City will let the... Do we call timeout? Nope. We wait. We let it run to the 2-minute warning. So the 2-minute warning here. Eagles 2nd and 8 on their own 47. They lead at 28-22. Kansas City has all 3 timeouts left. Everyone playing base. Ooh, they want to pass. We'll do that. Barkley looking in. I think the difference is if I throw a flat pass or a screen, that is considered a run. But a look in, if I call it, someone will correct me if I'm wrong here, is considered a pass for Kansas City's for the defense's call here. Kansas City playing the run. I get it. Yep, wrong. And there's someone... Oh, flag check. Eagle 7. 1-7. All right, now the play. Hertz 5. 3. 5. Wrong. 8 yards. So they'll get it if there's no flag. No flag. 2 to go. Oh, Kansas City will immediately call timeout. So 1:52. The Chiefs can stop it twice. Ball on their own 45. KC and the Eagles playing base. They want me to go flat left to Goddard. I'll go looking. I don't think they're going to call a pass defense. I think they're going to call a run. Parallel league. Hope I had a good weekend. Yep. Where's Taylor? She's burying her head in her hands right now. They're a minute 52 away from losing. This is the new version of the game. This is why, and I did the video, Steve, to show it off. And I just wanted to finish the game, and it's been pretty good. I'm doing 84 offline and having a lot of fun with it. All right, look in to Goddard is my call. Yep, that's the right call. Taylor is about a minute 52 from writing another album. Flag check. Of course there is. Rough ball. Kansas City 8. So 4, 8. Now the play. Hurts on his car. On his card, and it's a 2. Short gain. This could be it, folks. We roll again. 54 for a 9. It's a first down. It's 13 yards, depending on the flag. Is there a flag? No flag. Kansas City timeout. First and 10 on their 32. I've actually enjoyed this. The Eagles run it a ton, Steve. And even teams that throw a lot, it's all short possession passes. If you look on the right side of the screen, you can see what they've done. So Kansas City, 1 timeout left. You want Marino's Dolphins to win it all. 1:45, and we are 1 play away from victory formation time. Kansas City shows base. No, I'm not throwing it here. Barkley, off tackle. Kansas City playing for the run. We haven't had a penalty in a while in the last 3 plays, with Kansas City needing 1 touchdown and me rolling dice outside the computer, and we get a penalty check on Philly. 2-5, by the way. Now, the play. Barkley, that's going to be on Kansas City. 7, 1 linebacker, 7. 3 yards. Oh, Philly gets called for an offside. No time off the clock, 1st and 15. Doesn't really work to Kansas City's advantage. It just backs them up 5. It is the graphics. I mean, there are some decent animations. The pink stuff you see, it's Windows 11, and Strat hasn't quite figured out how to have it work right with Windows 11, which is why the card image and my dice roller are on the field. It really is football by teletype. 1st and 15. Again, Philly wants Kansas City to burn that timeout. 1:45 to go. And Barkley end run right. Hurts on a line buck. How's that? They're keying Barkley. Ah ha ha. We got away with it. Hurts. Not a 1. Kansas City 10. One linebacker on a 10. It's either 7 yards or 3. Hurts gets 7. Cam Jurgens made the block. He's a 6. Kansas City will call its last timeout. Philadelphia 2nd down and 8. And Kansas City cannot stop the clock. The Eagles have a 94% chance to win. They go with a full house. Kansas, they key Barkley. Gainwell, end run left. Off tackle left. KC playing for the run. We snap it. No flag. No pass rush. 5-11. So KC 11 with no zoners. That's either 7 yards or 2. Gainwell gets 2. A.J. Brown couldn't make the block. I rolled a 5. His rating is a 4. Philadelphia just will let the clock run down to 52 seconds. They go with a full house. 3rd down and 6. Kansas City in a nickel backage. We're running this puppy. Gainwell off tackle left. We'll go Barkley, who's going to be your Super Bowl MVP here. Kansas City playing for the pass. This should be the ball game. John having 9 cows in his truck. No flag. It is a 6-4 as a roll. Kansas City 4. It is either 15 or 5 yards. So if I roll a 2 or a 3 here, the game is over. It is a 5. It is a 5-yard gain for Barkley. It will be 4th down. With how much time left? 52 seconds, 4th and 1. Nope. 8 seconds to go. And they will bring out the kicking team. Or can I run a play here? No, I don't want to give them any chance. So Barkley, your Digital Dice NFL Championship MVP, 22 carries, 192 yards. Jake Elliott to put it out of reach. No flag. The roll is a 10. And it's good. So the Eagles are going to win this. Seven on the kickoff. And that will be taken at the 1. So they need 19,000 things to happen here. And it won't happen. 2 and 5 on the return. 27 yards. It won't matter. The Eagles have beaten the Chiefs 31-22. And that is it. What'd you guys think? Here is the box score. The strange 11-8 score in the fourth quarter. Brown from Hurts, and they went for two to make it 28-14. Kareem Hunt, with 3:39 to go, made it a one-score game, and Kansas City just really couldn't get it back. Yes, 0% of my viewers are upset that the Chiefs lost. I like the other highlights. So it shows all the sacks and that. Barkley had a 41-yard scamper in the second and pretty much ripped the game open with a 65-yard run in the third quarter. Team stats, 19-18 the first downs. No one went for it on fourth down. Both teams only ran 59 plays from scrimmage, by the way. The Eagles ran it 260 yards. Can you imagine that in an NFL game, 260 yards running today? They ran it 33 times, and they averaged 8 yards a rush. There were 11 penalties, 9 against Philadelphia. Goodness. So not even a ref ball could help. The Dodgers won earlier. They beat Taylor Swift by the score of 31-22. Hurts 16-24 for 193 yards and 3 scores. Mahomes 20-32 for 215. Barkley, the MVP, 22 carries, 192 yards. Gainwell got a 2-point conversion, and they just let Kansas City couldn't run it. They just could not run it. A.J. Brown, 5 catches for 54. Goddard, 5 for 44. P. Ryan, 5 for 54 for Kansas City. Travis Swift, 4 catches, 39 yards. And Justin Watson, the lone catch for Kansas City. Buckner missed a field goal, by the way. We had 11 punts. Remigio is a hell of a returner. And those are your defensive stats. Mahomes sacked 3 times. Jones sacked Hurts twice. And we didn't have an interception. Saquon Barkley had a huge day as the visitors from Philadelphia bested Kansas City by the score of 31-22. Barkley pounded the Kansas City defense for 192 yards. Philadelphia controlled the ground game, outrushing Kansas City 260-91. The biggest play was a run by Barkley that went for 65 yards in the third quarter. Philly led at the half. You can watch that when I explain the game. 17-14. Yes, we do it. The world's tallest filing cabinet. And no, it's not holding issues of the sporting news. All right, so there you have it. I know that it's always tough to watch cards and dice and that, but if you hadn't seen the game in action, hopefully I played it pretty close to being right. You really can't screw it up. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm enjoying playing. I'm doing 84 offline, and so I think the way that I've been playing it now with me controlling both the offenses, taking what the computer tells it to run for defense, and either overriding the call for offense, getting the call from the coordinator in my ear and going, that has been really fun, and rolling my own dice. And so if I miss anything, please let me know, because I do want to do this better and all that. So the final score here, the Philadelphia Eagles 31, the Kansas City Chiefs 22. Baseball returns on Wednesday. We got 9 days left of the season or something like that. Join us for that at noon Eastern. Thank you so much. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you the next time. So long, everybody.